Hey everybody, it's Andy here, aka Montolio, and we are back for round 6 of the Vintage Challenge. We're playing Dredge with main deck Leyline of the Void. This is a win and in for us. We are currently sitting 9th place in the Swiss. Unfortunately, we lost round 1. Have run the table since, but I don't need to tell you, those familiar with breakers, that is never a good thing. So we do need to win out here, and this is a great looking hand. We're going to keep this one. Unfortunately, we're on the draw. Nox Tomb is a player that has been doing really well recently. They have been playing Jeskai. And so doing pretty good with that. And Mishra Baubles are used to fuel their graveyard. So their deck is somewhat reliant on the graveyard. I know they run Dread Hordes in their deck, and so let's see how we do. Now, we are going to need a little bit of help here because obviously, if we get Wastelanded, it's not ideal, but that is the world that we live in. So we do have 2 dredgers, and they both have to go to the graveyard. I do like the Icarid. I think the Icarid is going to go in the yard as well, and we're going to pitch Creeping Chill to Grief, and we'll see how we do from here. We do have the Force of Will, which is nice. Let's see how we do. So Dread Horde is not really looking very ominous here. Mental Misstep does not bother me. I don't even think Force of Will bothers me all that much, to be honest. I think we just really want to stop them from being able to do what they want to do. And yes, Dread Horde, you know, it is a 1/3 body, and it will buy them some time. It does not stop an Icarid, and I think we want to stop them from finding a Wasteland. So this seems like a pretty easy ponder to me. I don't know if they have the ability to get rid of my Leyline main, but it's unlikely. Another reason for Leyline is Lurrus is, you know, essentially a 3/2. They will be able to play that here coming up very quickly. But hopefully we just go off here. We were left alone with our Bazaar, which is great. And, oh, that was a good one, guys. This still does leave us with Force of Will. These chills are going to add up quick. Yeah, so they've conceded. Okay. So good start for us there. So just spend some time trying to deduce how good is Wasteland against them. Or, excuse me, Leyline of the Void against them. And I don't know that it's really that good. I certainly think we want our Wasteland package against them. Like Force of Vigor, they're on Tormod's Crypt. And Tabernacle seems to be what they're on here. I don't think that we really need to do a whole lot with Force of Vigor. Like, I'm presuming that they haven't changed their sideboard. They're on 2 Tabernacles and 2 Tormod's Crypts. And yes, those are good cards, but it's not an exhaustive amount of hate. So I don't know that we want Contagion. They only have a couple creatures, but it could be okay. Like, turn 1 Ragavan's no joke. Maybe on the draw, I would consider one. Maybe we want a couple Force of Vigors. My Grief just isn't as good on the draw. I do think it might be worth keeping the ley lines. Let's try something like this, guys. I spent quite a bit of time there looking at their list, and I don't like to overthink things too much. Okay, so there's their Lurrus. This one's a pretty easy powder for us. They're going to begin with 7. So we're going to powder. And mulligan this one. That's unfortunate. If that had a Bazaar, that would have been sweet. Put a chill away. I'm going to put that away. And that looks like pretty good. We've got a Force of Will and a Hollow One here. Obviously, Hollow One doesn't look great against Tabernacle, but can't have it all, right? So we do get blown out pretty good by Tabernacle here. But, I mean, you know, you can only play around so much, right? See if they STP me here. So this could be an STP from them. It is. So I think believe it or not, I think I'm going to fight over this. And the reason is I just want to actively start dredging. Like, you don't STP if you have a Tabernacle. Okay. I mean, that's good. Let's find a Wasteland of our own here. That would be sweet. Ooh, that's nasty. If they don't have a Dread Horde here. Yeah, they do. All right. Well, and Ragavan. That Lotus was clutch. Yikes. Right. Okay, I don't think we're going to win here. Bazaar? We did not find a Bazaar. Yeah, I guess what we'll do is we will see if we draw a Bazaar next turn. I think that's a little bit unlucky from my part. It just goes to show you, like, how good would Leyline have been here? The good news is that Ragavan doesn't do much here. Like, they got a Leyline off top of our library. Great. Okay, there's a Wasteland. I'll take it. See, the thing is that they are pressuring us. Ragavan is doing things off the, getting treasures is the main thing because the top of our library is not very good for them. We got a Stinkweed out there. Okay, Wasteland. Okay, so they brought Luris. I mean, we kind of need the Bazaar now. We didn't get it. Okay. I think it's fair to concede there. Okay. We had a good hand. They just, the Lotus really turned the tide there for us. I do think Tabernacle's probably, or Chalice is probably worth keeping. I think I'm going to get a little bit greedy here. I am going to eschew these cards. The Force of Vigor. I do not believe my opponent plays. And I think I'm just going to try and execute my plan as best as I can here. Like, I'm going off of what I'm seeing out of my opponent's previous lists, and it's more than one recently that does not have Leyline of the Void in it. So we can try and win with this. Okay, that one's not going to do it. We got to mulligan that one. Hopefully we can stop at 5 here, find a good hand. My opponent mulliganed as well. That's great. Oh boy, guys, not now. Down to one card, guys. There it is. And we're probably just going to lose, but, I mean, I have won with a Bazaar before, but not typically against Wasteland decks. Yeah, we didn't hit anything either. So let's see if if our opponent just wastes us here. Yeah, they've got it. What a disaster, guys. I'm so sorry. We lost our top 8. Woo! Let's go. That was unbelievable. I was just about to say we've lost our top 8, but we're still drawing breath here. It's still somewhat improbable, but I mean, we are alive. We do need to hit a dredger here. Chooses to not shuffle Tormods. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do, right? Okay. It's pretty good. I don't know that I'm still feeling great here, but I mean, the truth of the matter is we've got to try and do something. Dreadhorde, yep. So, here's the thing. I think I'm going to Bazaar end of turn. They're probably going to punch it with the Tormods. Yeah, they will now, for sure. They didn't. They must have a Tabernacle. I need them, dude. I'm not going to do it here. Okay, Force of Will is not really what I'm looking for. I don't think I want to go for bridges because I've got all these amalgams coming in, and I think they're just going to crack it here. Unless they've got a Tabernacle. A Tabernacle really controls me easily here. Yeah, so this is definitely a play that they have Tabernacle. Yeah, very interesting game. Of note, Lurrus and Tormods are a pretty nasty combo. They will be able to control me for the game if they have that. Okay, nothing I can do about that. They should go after my graveyard now. They've played their land for the turn. I hope they don't have a time walk. I'm going to naturally draw here. I feel like having the Icarid going here is pretty solid. And Wasteland will be quite helpful for me. To not shuffle their library. Okay. Let's see if they leave me alone here, or they did last turn, and they gave me the 3/3. But they're probably not overly concerned about my amalgam here. But if I get multiple of them into play, it does give me the option of finding a Wasteland or a Strip Mine to get out. Stress Iteration. Okay. It is a good card. They've already played a land. I found a bauble. Okay. Bauble is good. Yeah, so they did go after my yard here. So I am going to just in the upkeep here do this. The benefit of doing it this way, I lose force and I lose the chance at a... I'm definitely doing it. If I hit a dredger here, it's really good for me. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Wasteland? Reef. Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of feel like I just got to get in here. My opponent has 6 cards in hand, right? Like, it's just, there's not much I can do here. Bricking there was really rough for me. Yep, not much I can do. I'm glad they're paying life here. Oh, shit. Yeah. All right. Ancestral off Dreadhorde here. Like, this is over for sure. There's nothing I can do. I mean, in all fairness, I did mulligan to 1 this game, and it was a miracle I drew a second Bazaar off the top, and we've kind of just been able to play Magic where we otherwise were just dead literally on turn 1. So that in itself is impressive. But unfortunately, my opponent has just found the way to beat us here. So that's game, guys. I don't think we're going to make top 8. We are currently in 9th place. We did lose the round, and our breakers would have to be incredible for us to get into the top 8. But it was a good day. We went 4-2, and if we are back for a top 8, we'll see you then. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the videos, and please click the like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave any comments, and we'll see you next time.